Hey everyone, my name is Tay. Thank you so much for tuning in to the All Things Lifestyle podcast. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day you're listening. I hope you're having a good day. It's Friday Eve for me. It's Thursday. I could not be any happier. I couldn't be any happier. I'm so ready for Friday. I'm so ready for the weekend. It's a long weekend, Labor Day. Can't wait. Like that, it seems like just one day, but that one day is going to hit. That one day is going to hit. I'm ready for tomorrow to be. I'm ready for the day to be over tomorrow, so it could be the weekend. Today on the podcast, I'm going to be talking about being single in your 20s and the pressure that people like us, like single, mostly women, men kind of, but single women in our 20s, the pressure that we face with having kids and wanting to get married or getting married and just being single in general. I'm going to talk about, all the things and why I feel like it's a good thing to be single, and whether you're early 20s, mid 20s, late 20s, I feel like it's a good thing. And mostly, honestly, I think I'm going to be referencing more like my early 20s because I've been single throughout my whole 20s. So I'm just going to be talking about my experience and what I feel like is beneficial to being single in your 20s, early to mid 20s. Because I am in my mid 20s. I hate that. I hate it. Let's not talk about it. I was literally just talking about that today. I was like, my birthday, it's just coming too fast now. Why is there 4 more months until my birthday? Why is it 4 more months? My birthday just passed. I just had a birthday. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't want to get older. I literally tweeted. I was like, I'm going to be that lady to lie about my age. I'm 25 forever. I'm 25. Forever 25. Literally. Because I do not want, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. Say what you want, but I hate it. But I'm gonna be talking about that today. So like I said before, I started a new job. I'm a 9-to-5 girl now, and I'm enjoying it. I feel like I'm enjoying it. I'm able to get into a routine. I'm able to get my workouts in the morning and still be like, good to be able to function during the day. Because when I was younger, I used to hate working out in the mornings. And I get up now like 5:30. Like, I used to hate that when I was younger. I used to always work out after work in the evenings. But now that I'm a morning workout girl, I'm like, oh my God, how? But yeah, I've been able to get into a routine, and I want to talk about that a little more too on another episode. Like, get into a routine, starting a new job, all those things. It's a transition, and just all the things that I've been going through. I want to talk about that too in another episode. But yeah, I've just been working. I've been tired. Like I said, it's a transition. I've been tired. But it's like, I'm not tired, but it's good because like I don't have to work night shift anymore, stay up late. I could go to bed. I have a bedtime. I can go to bed. Last night or night before last, I went to sleep at like 8:30. I laid down at 8 o'clock. I was asleep by 8:30. I did wake up in the middle of the night. I always wake up in the middle of the night. But yeah, I was asleep by 8:30. Now I'm like, I have a bedtime. And that's just what it is. But yeah, I've definitely enjoyed having a routine, putting myself on a schedule, and just all the things. My arms, speaking of workout, I just texted my sister this morning. I started Pilates and bar classes. So I'm doing Raven from, what's that show called? Love is Blind. Raven from Love is Blind. She has a YouTube channel. She's a Pilates instructor. And I did one of her YouTube videos. My arms, I did like a bar Pilates class. My arm is like, I can't, oh gosh. Yeah. And it's crazy because Pilates, when you look at, and it's mat Pilates. It's not like on the it's not reformer. It's just on the mat. And it's like, and it's Pilates bar. It was a Pilates bar video that I did this morning. And Pilates is like, oh, it's such small movements. But those movements, they working. Because my arms is like, ugh. I already know I'm be sore when I wake up in the morning. That's why I'm like, I'm holding this mic like, I'm holding like, oh my God, my arm. I keep switching arms. It's this arm that is the most sore. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the quote of the week. So the quote of the week is, nobody cares about how much you know until they know how much you care. And I feel like, people don't really care about what you know unless you're showing that you care about said thing that you're talking about. Like, you might have so much knowledge on something, but if you're not showing any kind of care, certain people, but this quote kind of sit with me because it's like it reminded me of a person could just be talking, but if there's no, like, not even by, I won't say care, compassion or anything behind it. I don't know. I feel like that's what that quote means to me. If there's no care behind it, then people might not care about what you're saying. I feel like, that's more so like if you're giving advice to somebody or trying to help somebody with something, they probably want to see that you care about it so they can pay attention to it. Because I feel like if you act like you don't care about it, I don't feel like people are going to pay any attention. Like I said, especially if you're trying to mentor somebody, give somebody advice and all those things like that. So the product, do I have it? Oh yeah, right here. The product this week is this Simply Modern? Simply Modern cup. This is a 40-ounce cup. I have been able to get my water in. I don't know if this is like a scientific fact or anything, but I drink more water, and I don't know if like I said, scientific fact amongst people, but I feel like I drink more water when I have a straw. I have been using this. I had it for like 2 weeks now. I ordered about 2 weeks ago, and sometimes it's a 40 ounce. Sometimes I fill it up twice in a day. So I'm like, that's 80 ounces. I feel like that's good for, your water intake. So I've been getting so much more water. I'm happy with it. I like the color. I like neutral colors. I'm happy with it. So I was going to get the Stanley cup. That's the cup that's been going viral. And that's one of the cups too, I feel like has kind of went viral on TikTok, Instagram and things. I was going to get the Stanley brand, but it's something about that brand that I like. The way it looks, it's more sleek. I like that. I feel like the Stanley one looks a little more bulky. And I like how that one's like I said, sleek and cute looking. So yeah, I got that cup. I was influenced by, I think I seen Jaleesa from Instagram had that cup first. I think I seen her with it first. And then Aaliyah, I watch her vlogs, Aaliyah's Face. I watch her vlogs, and she had the bigger one though. I think hers may have been like the 50 ounce, the one that she had at one of her vlogs. But I like the color. I think it's the same, or maybe hers was like a gray color. It was a neutral color, but I like the color, the different colors of those cups of that brand. So I'm like, yeah, I like that. We're gonna get that. Anything to get the water. Get your water in, y'all. Get your water in. Do not drink your water. Drink your water. Stay hydrated. It's hot outside still. Drink your water. You don't want to pass out there. Even if it's not hot outside, drink your water. That's the product this week. Oh yeah, it's from Amazon. Got it from Amazon. I have the link in the description box and in the show notes if you're listening on YouTube or Spotify, Apple. That reminds me, I am on YouTube now. Go ahead and subscribe. All Things Lifestyle Podcast. Subscribe, comment, like, share it with your friends and family. Share it with somebody that you think would like this podcast. If you like lifestyle topics. And if you're listening on Apple, Spotify, go ahead and give me 5 stars. Give me a rating. And I think on Apple too, you can comment. Yeah, I know on Apple, you can leave a review at the bottom. If you scroll all the way to the bottom of the episode that you're listening to, you can leave a review, like a written review. Leave me a review, leave me a rating. It definitely helps the show out. And I appreciate it if you are enjoying the show. On to the topic of being single in your 20s. And yeah, the pressure of marriage and kids and all of that. So to start off, like I said at the beginning of the episode, I've been single throughout my 20s, and I don't regret it. Now I feel like, especially with dating now, I feel like I'm at the point where I know what I want. I know exactly what I want. The kind of person I want to be with, my non-negotiables, things I will not tolerate. I feel like that's all been through like self-discovery through my 20s, like being able to figure out what I like and what I don't like. And also I feel like another good thing about like being single in your 20s, you're able to discover yourself more. Like I said, self-discovery, whether it's career-wise, hobbies, and you don't have the influence of a partner. Even though, like I said, I'm not downing being in a relationship in your 20s. It's very common. I'm just saying these are things that I feel like have made me have a clear mind being single in my 20s. I talk with my hands. Listen, if you're watching on YouTube, you see I'm talking with my hands. But yeah, having that clear mind of being able to make a clear decision on what do you want to do for work? What do you want to do for fun? And I feel like sometimes when you do have a partner, it is that influence, like, oh, do this. Like they're nudging at you to do this, or, you know, this pays more money. Do this. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, of course, the partner you want them to let you do not let you, but you want them to support you in anything that you do. But sometimes you have those relationships where, you know, people are like nudging you to do something that you don't want to do. But yeah, and I feel like having that could be, you know, when you have a partner, that could be a big influence on, you know, your job and the things you want to do for fun. Back to like knowing what I will and won't tolerate. Like, for example, I can't be with somebody that won't care about how I feel. Like if I talk to somebody and I'm telling them like that really hurt my feelings, like I'm a sensitive person. I'm sensitive. Is what it is. I'm sensitive. And if I be with somebody from talking to somebody and I tell them something hurts my feelings and they pretty much get over it, no, I can't be with you, because I feel like if I'm your partner, if I'm your girlfriend and I'm telling you something hurts my feelings and you just say so, or that doesn't matter, like it doesn't matter, or you could talk to me about it and you still won't change it, that's not a thing. That's not a thing for me. It's giving deal breaker. Is that my deal breaker? I can't. Yeah, it is. I'm not tolerating it. I'm not tolerating nobody that won't care about how I feel, because I'm gonna always care about how that person feels about anything. And people don't realize, like, when you get into a relationship with a person and y'all get really serious, you're doing life together. That's your person for however long, for however many years. So it's chilly in here. It's cold. I be having my AC on Antarctica. And it's not that hot outside, but it gets hot in my apartment. I hate being hot. And I'm like, now I'm sitting here like, it's cold, but whatever. And now when it comes to the pressures of getting into a relationship, you know how many times people will ask me, like it'll be like family or something, you don't want to, like they ask me, you don't want a boyfriend? And I'm just like, because I'm not gonna cap, my early 20s, I didn't want a boyfriend. It was like right after high school, early 20s. After high school, early 20s, I didn't want a boyfriend. I didn't care for one. That's not what I wanted. But I hate when people now be like, you don't want a boyfriend? You're not lonely? I'm like, yeah, I want a boyfriend, but what I'm gonna do, just pick a man off the street? And this generation, like, and I'm still currently dating, hanging in there. It's hard out here for a pimp. It's hard. Dating is hard. If dating was hard before, dating is hard now, because this generation is so easy to, like, people think, how am I trying to put it? I feel like this generation, they're so used to throwing people away, like people being so disposable, not caring about how people feel. Like, I feel like this generation got that bad. Like, they don't care what people feel, ghost you, not text back. And I have ghosted somebody, but it was for a good reason. I'm not just ghosting for no reason. But if you don't do what they want you to do and all this stuff, like, men don't want a girlfriend. Straight men, they don't want a girlfriend. They don't. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Like, people like, you don't want a boyfriend, you don't get lonely. I'm like, yeah, I want a boyfriend now. Like, yeah. But I can't just, getting a man is easy. It's not a hard thing, but getting a man of quality, of substance, of getting a man like that, it's actually gonna show their interest and take you out on dates and don't even get me. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not here to talk about the date. We gonna have another episode where I do an update on the dating, okay? Because trash. But having that pressure, and another pressure, it's like, they make you feel bad. It's like, I'm supposed to feel bad because I didn't find the one. Like, it's not my fault. Like, and honestly, like, social media too. Social media plays a part. I feel like I don't feel pressure from social media because, like, I don't take social media serious at all. Social media is for entertainment for me. I don't take it serious unless I'm following somebody that's motivational, educational, purposely, like, actually dropping knowledge. Yeah, take it serious. But like the influencers and these internet couples, and all that stuff, I don't really take that to heart. But I can see how a person in their 20s that's single, I feel like I see how they can take it to heart, because Instagram with social media is just full of highlights. It's very rare, which people do show their lowlights on social media, but it's very full of highlights. It's full of highlights. It's people getting engaged, people going on date nights, people getting married, people, that is full of that. And I could see how, someone could feel pressure to be like, oh my God, I'm 27. I need to get married tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of those cases of keeping up with the Joneses when it comes to social media, because everybody's doing things. But what I think about it as, when I see these couples getting engaged, going on date nights and all these, cutesy videos and stuff, I just think of like, okay, we're seeing the 30 seconds of a minute of something good, but we didn't see an argument they had, or we didn't see the hardships that they went through. Because some of these couples been together for 10 years. And that you see on social media that's doing all the cute stuff, and it's like they were together. And it's not always easy. So that's another thing too, where people, it could be pressure from social media, just because social media is shoved down our throats. Like I said, I never really feel pressure. I don't ever feel pressure from social media, but I could see how that could be triggering for somebody to be like, oh my God, I need a boyfriend. And don't let the holidays come around. The pajama pictures and all the things. I could see how somebody would feel like pressured and feel like, I need to get in a relationship tomorrow. I need that. And it's like, I do feel like this world is not meant to navigate on your own. This world, I feel like you're meant to have somebody, but it's not meant to be rushed. It's not meant to be rushed. Something for you is not going to be rushed, I feel like. So, but yeah, social media can definitely feel like, even with anything, relationships on top of other things, can make you feel like you're moving at a slow pace when you're only 24, 25. And too, when it just comes from people in general, whether it's, like I said, family, friends, coworkers, having kids and getting married, that's what society says is appropriate. You know what I'm saying? Especially like you're approaching your late 20s. Society says that, especially don't get into your early 30s, child. I'm not in my early 30s, but I could just imagine if 26, 27-year-olds are getting pressured into, you're not in a relationship, you're not married, you don't have kids yet, you want kids? Imagine what the early 30 girls is. Police. Brings me to the kid thing. I think it's rude, and I do feel like I'm happy society has made it a thing to be like, do not ask a woman if she's pregnant. Do not ask a woman when she's going to get pregnant. Do not ask a woman if she wants to get pregnant, if she want, because you never know. Like, that could be offensive to somebody that can't have kids and you don't even know it, but you're asking all these questions. A person could have fertility issues. A person could have issues with the adoption agency, because we all know, like, adopting a child is, for a couple that really wants a kid, the process is crazy. The process is crazy. I heard it's long. It's a lot for a couple to adopt, and I feel like that could be a tough question, and I don't feel like that's something to put pressure on people, because kids are a lot of work. Kids are a lot of money. Kids are a lot of work, and kids are a lot of money. And I just still don't feel like people just make it seem like that's just something you just get up and do. Oh, I just get up and have a kid. No. Because when I watch my goddaughter, my nephew and stuff, I mentally prepare for that kind of stuff, because I'm like, this is a human. Like, you have to really look after this person. Like, keep your eyes on them. You know what I'm saying? And especially, I can't even think, looking after somebody for a couple hours, you're actually raising, as a parent, you're raising this person. And a lot of people don't want that. Or if it's not even they don't want it. They don't want it right now. Like, people make it seem like, and especially for women, your biological clock is ticking, all those things. And I feel like after, what's the age? 35? Is it 35 or 36? 37? It's like past the mid 30 hump, where it's considered like a geriatric pregnancy, high risk, for high risk for complications and stuff. But it's like, as women, it's just hard, because, sometimes you feel like you got the world on your shoulders. Like, I got to find a man that's, got to find a husband, got to get the house, got to have the kids. And I want to, especially if you're super career driven, you want the career. It's like, it could be a lot. And then don't add into all the things that you got to do after you have the kid: postpartum, breastfeeding, work, going back to work, putting your kid into daycare if you have to, all the things that women have to go through. And people just be like, when are you having kids? When? Give that man a baby. It's like, calm down. Let's all relax. And I want kids one day, but again, it's gonna be when I feel like I'm ready. And I feel like you're never really gonna be ready completely 100%, but as ready as I can be, when I have kids. But I just feel like that's why is that something that's just pressure put on women, especially in their 20s? I don't know. I'm team having kid in your 30s. I'm team having a kid at 30, 31, 32. Like, if that's for you, I can sit here and say, I would like to have a kid when I'm 28, 29, but I don't know if that, you know what I'm saying? Because God will have a plan, and I don't know if that's in his plan for me. But having a kid at 30, 31, not a bad thing. Because people make it seem like it's a bad thing. It's being more normalized. It's being more normalized now, but I feel like it used to be like, oh, you're waiting till, why are you waiting so late? Why are you waiting so late? It's like, damn, can I live my life? Like, I just want to live, just live it. Can I get 10 years? Can I get 10 years, please? 12, 15 years to just live. And that's another thing, like, going back to be a single in your 20s, like, especially in your early 20s, that's you're changing so much. And it's like, you get to live, being single, you get to live where you want to live. You ain't got to worry about this. You ain't got to worry about a long distance relationship. You can pretty much like be in tune with yourself. You can, again, self-discovery, be in tune with yourself when it comes to prayer, meditation, self-care, being intentional about goals that you want to crush and achieve, on your way up. You have way more time on your hands to think about yourself. That's time to be selfish. Being single in your 20s, that is a time to be selfish, because you are not something as simple as, what am I going to eat for dinner? You could literally just go pick up something. You don't have to be like, oh, call your boyfriend or your girlfriend. What are you going to eat? Yada, yada. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just a time to be selfish. And I'm not mad at it. I'm not taking it for granted, because I literally told my friend, I'm like, I am not looking forward to cohabitating. Child, I feel like I'm going to be one of those people that do it the old school way. We ain't got to live together until we get married. I say that. That's not going to happen. But I might be okay with that, because I'm not looking forward to living with nobody. I've been living on my own for these past years. I'm good. So that's why another thing where I'm like, the whole relationship thing, okay. Because I'm not looking forward to cohabitating with nobody. Like, whew. Like, I have, 50 years. 40, 50 years to live with somebody. Like, I'm good. That's enough. Don't rush. Literally, don't rush. Take your time. I know society, it puts pressure on us to get married, have the kid, have the good job, and do this and do everything, because women are so strong and some women do it all. But you don't have to. Take your time. All right, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for tuning in this week. I will talk to you guys next week. Don't forget, on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will talk to you guys next week. And remember, it's a lifestyle. Bye.